Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be discussing my Girls Planet 999 opinions after watching the show for 12 weeks straight and letting the final episode marinate in my mind for almost a week. Sorry for not posting in a while. I haven't had any motivation to even do my uni work, let alone try to create something for my channel. And I honestly don't know why so many people have subscribed to me, but I am so thankful to everyone who has, and it motivates me to create new content because I love making these commentary videos and hearing everyone else's opinions on pop topics. I have a lot planned for the end of the year and I'm very excited to get stuck into it. But anyways, here's my final opinion on Girls Planet 999. You just cannot make everyone happy, no matter what the lineup was going to end up looking like. I saw so many people saying how the lineup would be perfect if they added this person and this person and this person. But the final lineup has already been announced and decided, so I don't know what people want from the show anymore. If you don't like the final group, then just don't follow their journey. I do reckon though that people will get over it after a few months of getting used to the group. Just like with every other survival show group. Like, do not get me started on what I kept seeing on Twitter. Urina fans were begging Mnet to add her to the group because she deserves it. Like every other trainee doesn't deserve to debut in the group. As well as the hate on Bahiyyih. It isn't her fault that her brother is also an idol and is super famous. She just wants to be able to achieve her dream like every other contestant on the show. It's actually quite disgusting that so many people are being so horrible towards her. If anything, blame Mnet for not giving her screen time to showcase her talent and personality, for changing the voting system so that your faves didn't get in and disappointing you. I guess people should have just voted for their picks harder. Speaking of Bahiyyih, I really did not expect her to make it into the top 2. I know that during the interim where they showed the votes that she was placed 5th, but I expected other trainees who were out of the top 9 to rise due to panic voting. After Dayan was announced as pick 4, I didn't really hold out any hope that she would make the final group, as I had counted a few other trainees I was sure would make it. So when Gino announced the second candidate for first place to be Bahiyyih, my jaw literally dropped to the floor. It was so unexpected. Shouting didn't make the top 2 to me, like it was almost a fact to me that she would make it. But to be honest, it was the plot twist that we needed. Every other announcement for the top 9 you could kind of easily predict the top 5 to 6 trainees, so it wasn't as exciting. But this was the biggest plot twist ever and I was so here for it. Made the show 10 times more exciting because it had been dragging on for so long. Especially in the eliminations. Like, they just go on for ages and it's not worth watching the whole episode. I think it's fun how they try to allude to who the pick may be by the host hinting that the next rank is someone who was the main vocalist or has the benefit or not, but I think it goes for way too long. Like, don't even get me started on the final episode. Why was he staring into the camera for like 5 minutes after saying they're announcing the 8th rank? I actually thought that my live stream was broken or something because it took forever for them to announce it. I understand they need to create suspension, but that was way too long. And towards the end when they were preparing for their final stages with the songs made for the show, I just kind of wanted it to be over or show us something different. I think it was just a bad song, not really my style. Like, if any group came out with this song I would literally never listen to it. Now, on the other hand, You Plus Me Equals Love is a very good song. And I hope that the top 9 maybe perform it sometime. It is always stuck in my head. Shoot and Utopia are also very good, but I think You Plus Me Equals Love is the superior song this series. It's the rumor of Girls Planet 999. There's honestly a lot of K trainees I liked, so it's very hard for me to choose an even amount of trainees from each nationality. I think they're all so talented that I think they could all debut. This is my dream lineup now because there are some trainees from the Chinese group where all initial picks were eliminated, so I don't really care for the Chinese group at the moment except Shen Zhaoting. And I wouldn't add them into my final lineup. I honestly think all K trainees are ready to debut and would be amazing in the final lineup. But you have to take into consideration the J and C groups. I am actually quite happy with this lineup. We all knew that there would be way more K trainees than any other nationality because the Korean votes weighed so much more than international votes. But I feel like this is quite a balanced group and they all bring something different and unique to the table. I honestly just wish that Shana had made it in because apart from Bahiyyih and Yeonjun, I really wanted her to debut with the group. But hopefully we see more from her soon. I am happy with this lineup as honestly I didn't really like Suri Ki or Fu Yanning. And I honestly didn't think they would fit into this group either. So I'm not as upset that they didn't make it into the group. I don't feel like they're diverse enough concept wise in comparison to others that made the final debut group. But that is just my opinion. All the Chinese trainees that I would have wanted to make it into the final group had been eliminated in like the second or third elimination. So like I said before, I don't have any strong feelings towards that group. Why do I need to vote for cells/a member for each nationality? I'd rather just vote for the trainee that I want to see debut. And this method of voting is what caused the upset in the final lineup. I think as Shen Xiaoting and Urana were both favorites to be in the top 2. But it was such a shocker when they weren't on the final episode. Everyone by now knows that it's because they were the safe votes for everyone who favored a Korean trainee. So a lesser ranked girl in those two groups wouldn't outrank their pick. This was so evident in the final voting and lineup as well, especially for Bahiyyih's instance. I feel like this way of voting was just confusing and unfair on the C and J group trainees. My predictions for Kepler is that they might follow an as one type of theme, like a kind of angelic/elegant yet sophisticated. I think the only concept they probably won't go for on their debut song is a darker concept, but that's just my prediction. As for positions, I predict either Mishiro or Yujin will be the leader. They are both leader material for sure and have shown these qualities throughout the show. I think Xiaoting will be the center, or maybe Yesea, and main/lead vocalists being Chihyun, Yeonjun and Yujin probably. Honestly, I don't know why fans had their panties in a twist when the order of the lineup was announced, because Mnet hadn't even announced yet if the trainee who comes first will be the center. I'm sure they'll base the group's positions depending on their skill sets plus how much they suit their roles. But I honestly do think this group will do really well internationally, and I'm very excited for their debut. That's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, as well as checking out some of my other videos. See you next time.